Are the content ratings for television programs protecting children or protecting Hollywood? That's the question being asked by the Parents Television Council, a nonpartisan education organization which advocates for responsible entertainment. In a new study, PTC examined the last 20 years of the TV content rating system. PTC Program Director Melissa Henson joins us now to explain. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Give us some of the highlights of this study. What did it find?
Yeah, well, one of the more alarming findings was that we found that regularly scheduled series rated G, that is rated appropriate for all audiences, have for all intents and purposes been eliminated from the primetime schedule. We had 27 hours of G-rated programming in 1997. In the year 2014, there was 0. We also found that there are fewer programs on primetime TV rated PG. That means that there are fewer and fewer shows rated appropriate for young audiences. The networks, we feel, are introducing more and more adult content and using the rating system to hide behind.
PTC President Tim Winters said that parents who rely on the TV content rating system to make informed decisions about what to watch on television have been deceived. What did he mean by that?
Well, for example, during the primetime broadcast hours, there are no mature rated programs at all. That means that absolutely everything that you see on TV, regardless of how explicit it is, how graphic the violence is, it's all rated as appropriate for a 14-year-old child. We think that's wrong. There is certainly a lot of adult content out there that is clearly inappropriate for 14-year-olds, but is not being rated that way by the networks. So a parent that is going only by the TV ratings is going to be misled more often than not. We are also seeing a great deal of adult content on PG-rated shows. So, for example, a recently debuted series called The Real O'Neills has included references to pornography. It has included deliberately scripted and then bleeped out F and S words. But that series is rated PG.
The study also found a conflict of interest with the TV content rating system. Explain that.
Yeah, well, a big part of the problem is that when this system was implemented, the FCC created an organization, a governing body called the TV Ratings Monitoring Board. The problem is that the very people that sit on that TV Ratings Monitoring Board are the people that are misapplying the ratings in the first place. So you have an executive, for example, from MTV rating a show as appropriate for a 14-year-old, but that same executive that rated the show inappropriately is the same one that is sitting on the board evaluating whether or not the ratings have been correctly applied.
In addition to Congress, the Federal Communications Commission, and parents, PTC President Tim Winter wants public health advocates to insist that the rating system be held accountable to the public. How is the TV content rating system a public health issue, Melissa?
Yeah, well, we have now, going back 60, almost 70 years, we have research that shows that kids that are exposed to violent media content are more likely to act aggressively. They're more likely to have aggressive attitudes, beliefs, behaviors, affects. They're more likely to believe that something bad is going to happen to them or to their family. Children who are exposed to high levels of sexualized media content are more likely to engage in sexual behavior at a younger age. They're at higher risk for STDs or an unplanned pregnancy. So there are very real health consequences for this kind of content being directed at kids.
What's the result here? What do you hope happens as a result of your study?
Well, I think it's time for the FCC to look at this system and overhaul it. Clearly, the system that was implemented now nearly 20 years ago has not adequately protected children from inappropriate content. It has increased the likelihood that kids are going to be exposed to inappropriate content. It has given the networks cover to introduce more and more adult content during the hours when children are watching. Clearly, the system is broken. It needs to be overhauled.
Okay, Parents Television Council Program Director Melissa Henson, thanks for your time and insights today, Melissa.
Thank you.